Sometimes, racism doesn't scream. Sometimes, it whispers in checkout lines under fluorescent lights where everyone pretends not to notice. On a rainy morning, Marcus was tired. Long week, long hours. This Friday trip to Pricetown was supposed to be just about cereal, milk, and snacks for his daughter. But when the manager asked for ID for his debit card, something he'd never seen them do to other shoppers, he felt that all too familiar heat rising. The unfairness wasn't new. The choice wasn't new either. Fight back and risk being labeled angry, or swallow it and get his groceries. For his daughter's sake, he tried to keep calm. To the manager, it wasn't about race. At least, that's what he told himself. He'd been told to watch carefully when young black men use cards. It wasn't in writing, just whispered in meetings. He thought he was playing it safe. What he didn't notice was how safe always seemed to mean suspicious of the same kind of customer. The cashier didn't care much, just wanted a smoke break. He didn't think of himself as racist. But when Marcus questioned the ID check, it irritated him. That's why he muttered, "Some people always make it difficult." He never wondered why it was always the same kind of customer who acted up. Kelly saw it all, the unfair ID check, the mutter under the cashier's breath. Her stomach twisted with guilt. She wanted to say something, but in real life, speaking up felt like a dangerous spotlight. So she stayed quiet. Later, she'd tell herself, "It's not my business." But that silence would weigh heavier than she'd admit. When security was called, he already knew what he'd find. Customer being hostile almost always meant a black customer not backing down. His job wasn't to find out who was right. His job was to move the problem out the door. Marcus carried 2 bags of groceries, and the weight of a moment his daughter would remember longer than he wanted. She asked, why did they treat us like that? He wanted to say it wouldn't happen again, but he couldn't. Inside, the manager went back to his register. The cashier joked with a coworker. Security leaned on the wall. The bystander walked out with her receipt. For them, the moment had passed. For Marcus and his daughter, it wouldn't.